Confirmation there that 7 of the people at that Zama settlement who were arrested as part of the original 81 who were, of course, arrested after what happened in West Village in Krugersdorp 10 days ago have now also been charged with multiple counts of rape and sexual assault. So let's just recap here. These are the people who were arrested after that attack, that gang rape that really shocked the country. 8 young women being raped at West Village while they were filming a music video, we understand, on that Friday 10 days ago. Now, of course, the court process has been underway. We go to our reporter, Malungelo Booi. He was a part of that briefing. He's been in court today as well. Malungelo, good afternoon to you. Update us with what's the latest.
Well, Stephen, this is what we know so far, that 7 suspects have now been officially charged with multiple counts of rape and robbery, as well as for being in the country illegally. That's in violation of the country's Immigration Act, and those suspects appearing here in the Krugersdorp Magistrates Court. They were part, Stephen, of the over 80 suspects that were arrested following that incident which occurred about 2 weeks ago here in Krugersdorp, where a film crew was attacked, and amongst that film crew, 8 women, Stephen, were raped. One of the women, we're told, was raped by 10 different men. And of course, what we've also heard from the state, at least, is that tomorrow there'll be more suspects that will be appearing in court for the similar offense that will be charged, Stephen, with multiple counts of rape. In fact, the National Prosecuting Authority is saying that 7 other suspects will be back here in court to be charged for the multiple counts of rape, as well as robbery, as well as for being in the country illegally. But Stephen, what is also interesting, though, is that today we also saw, Stephen, some of these suspects that are appearing in court being told that, in fact, they are under the ages of 18, meaning that they are minor. In fact, the defense is of the view that 2 of the suspects that were among the 7 that were charged today are minor, but the state was saying that one of those suspects is in fact 18 years old. Now, what's going to happen then, Stephen, is that there will be that age assessment that will be done. But what is clear, Stephen, is that more suspects will be charged for the brutal violation of those 8 women that occurred about 2 weeks ago here in Krugersdorp. And of course, you can see some members of various political parties that have been coming to court really since these suspects first appeared about, early this month, also coming again here in court to give support really to the victims of that brutal crime. And of course, there's a relief then, Stephen, to the people that have been coming here, because people were worried on whether will the state or will the police really be able to link these suspects to this crime. But as yet, Stephen, we cannot say how these suspects have been linked to this crime. But what we know has been taking place, at least, is that an identity parade has taken place, and that the DNA samples have also been done. But what the state has not been able to confirm, at least to us, is how they have been able to link these 7 suspects to the rape of those 8 women over 2 weeks ago.
Malungelo, I mean, the news here is that there is then quite important progress. In other words, it does seem that the police investigation is making some progress to get to this point. That's clearly the important part of all of this. It may also go some way to convincing the community that there's a proper investigation underway.
That's right, Stephen. In fact, some of the people that I've been talking to, in fact, I'm going to see if we can try and just get this camera off the tripod and just interact, Stephen, even if it's just for a minute, so that we can just speak to 1 or 2 of the people that have been coming out to essentially just support some of the victims of this brutal crime. Hello, ma'am. How are you? My name is Malungelo. You're live on Newzroom Afrika. So what we know for certain now is that 7 suspects have actually been charged for rape. I suppose this is something that you would welcome.
We welcome that, but we feel it's still not enough. Justice delayed is justice denied. They may have apprehended some of the suspects, but we need them to be formally charged. So we think that the investigation should do it faster, because this woman are in trauma already. So if we delay this process, it's going to take long. And the longer it takes, the longer the frustration.
I mean, they have already appeared, and we're told that they've been charged. What is it? What's the other process? Do you wish that the process could move faster? And how fast? What is it that you want to see?
The charges that are in most of those men, it's illegal into migration. So we want the change, the rape charges to the ones. Yes, but 7 and 7 tomorrow. The pace is too slow. I think the investigation should go faster than that. Because remember, if they have apprehended more than 100 people, and then only 7 and 7 a day, it's too slow.
So you of the view that more people should face the charge of rape?
Yes, we feel that way because they did rape. 81 exactly. So why only 7 and 7 tomorrow? It's too slow. The judiciary should take the people's lives more serious than that. It can't be that slow because those women, they're fighting for their lives, some of them, emotionally and physically. So the pace is too slow.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. All right. So that's a representative from the economic freedom fighters. I'm trying to see if we'll be able to get someone else to essentially speak to us as well. Stephen, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. I'm trying to find someone from the Patriotic Alliance to come and talk to us. Please come and talk to us. Come and talk to us. You've heard now that there's 7 that have been formally charged, not only with multiple counts of rape, there's also robbery and also for being in the country illegally. I just want to get your reaction. Is the case moving?
Maybe not as swiftly as everybody would want it to move, but some progress is at least happening. We're happy that at least they are finding some sort of solution to this problem.
Yeah. One person that I just spoke to was saying to me that 7 or 14 is, in terms of the figure, is just too little.
In terms of?
Of the people that have been charged with rape, saying that there should be more.
Yeah, I think so, because if we look at it overall, 80 people that were in total that were arrested, and now we're only finding that 14 are accused of rape, and we don't know if that's the exact thing. But pending investigation, let's hope that we'll find some more out of that 80.
All right, so thank you so much for your time. That's a representative, Stephen, from Patriotic Alliance. I want to bring in Nomvula Mokonyane just to sort of like get a sense to her. You've heard what's happening inside. Another 7 will be charged for multiple counts of rape. You have been coming here since the day one when these suspects appeared in court. I just want to get your sense. How are you feeling now that there are people that have actually been formally charged for rape?
There's hope. There's hope, as we have said, and we've been all calling for justice to be seen happening. We want to appreciate the efforts that have been made, and we hope that this should be a continuous kind of operation by our own criminal justice system. We will be here tomorrow again to come and see all these people. Some people are saying we must be careful, these are minors. For us, it's not about the age. It's about the crime that has been committed, and we hope that justice will be able to give them the punishment that they deserve.
Some of the people that I was talking to here, they're saying that, well, they would want to see more people. They believe that 14 is just not enough. It's too little out of 81 people. I want to get your thoughts on that.
For me, I will not actually talk about that. I think there's scientific evidence and scientific basis of identifying. And I think that's what we must live up with and embrace the fact that there's been an effort to identify. Should there be an additional 1, 2, 20, it should be within the very scientific processes. So for us, we are not there. We are where we are now based on the capacity and the capability and scientific evidence that is being presented here.
Right, thank you so much for your time. Stephen Nomvula Mokonyane there. She's the ANC NEC member, and she was saying to me earlier on in the day, Stephen, that she in fact had visited some of the families of some of these young men and of these young women, pardon me, who were so brutally violated, and that they were essentially just battling to come to terms with what happened to them.
Malungelo Booi, for that live report, thank you very much indeed. Well, significant developments there. You've seen the reaction to it as well. People now formally charged with the multiple rape, the gang rape really, of those 8 young women. That story that really shocked the nation.